in this video, I have a saying about giving a rat's ass that's kind of funny. That how can you give a rat's ass? The ass of the rat isn't yours to give, so let the rat keep his ass. Or you can pick up a rat and hand him to somebody else's ass first, and yes, you're giving a rat's ass. And if the other person wants to accept the rat ass first, to give a rat's ass, you're sort of offering up the rat's ass, and it's up to the other person if he wants to accept. So I'll have another saying too, that in some certain things, that if a rat's ass should really be offered or even given about a particular subject. So that's what I say about tolerance to a certain thing. You can say sometimes you give a shit. There's some and I also have a thing where I say there's certain aspects of giving a shit or giving a fuck. It's not that I don't give a shit or give a fuck. It's there's some aspects of giving a shit or giving a fuck that I don't give a shit or a fuck about. And at any given time, when and where should a rat's ass be given, or a fuck be given, or a shit be given, or even offered? You know what I mean? Alright, what's up, yins guys? Time for another video. Gonna talk about this one somewhat on my local TV news, just like other video rants that I be doing. But anyway, yeah, this one comes from a neighborhood I formerly lived in, that me and my partner formerly lived in. And people have done stuff that made my local news over there. But this one, very disgusting, and I personally, speaking for myself, take shit like this personally, and I don't give a damn for this woman. Okay, she had, I think, how do you politely say it, disabled child. You look it up, I will give you the article in the beginning of this video. And she decides to be, anyway, an unfit mother decides to be unsubtle with her child. And I guess she had a history of accusations, but anyway, this woman went on Facebook Live. Her friend, she had Facebook friends turn her in, and the cops actually. Oh, it's not funny. I'm trying not to laugh. I'm laughing at her, not at the abused child, just to make that clear. But she had the nerve anyway to refuse to let the police in, and they had to go get her. But yeah, she went on Facebook Live and threatened to stab her child to death. So yeah, it made our news, and I take that seriously, because some of us, when we were small, we had parents do shit like that. We have memories from when we were a small kid. You know, I'm only going to tell you that much. But any of you guys who are friends, or even people that don't like me on here, hey, if you were a kid and you had family members, as older family members or parents that acted a particular way, mothers, and you have resentments for that, I actually sympathize. Well, I shouldn't even use the word sympathize. I feel for you in a way, you know. I mean, even if you don't damn like me. But yeah, I take shit like this personally. And well, not only I dealt with, I seen it, but anyway, this woman. Yeah, her friend interviewed said she shouldn't go to jail. I don't want to put words in her mouth, I'll say it wrong, but said she needs mental help, not necessarily jail. I sort of agree and disagree. A little bit of both. I mean, that should know shit like that shouldn't be tolerated. And I quite frankly think in some cases like this, that people go in public online, do shit like this. I actually, and speaking for myself, I actually think that the justice system is devoid of creativity.
I would say cancel Big Brother and Survivor, and give mothers like this a spanking on butt spanking over live national television. Get out the belt strap, get female police officers, 2 on this side for this butt cheek, 2 on this side for this butt cheek, and it'd be sounding like firecrackers go off. Cancel Big Brother and Survivor, and make us a TV show, public spankings for idiots like this. And if you want to actually be picky about it, I'll give you a demonstration. Okay, yeah, somebody like that does shit to their parents. Matter of fact, the parents that do shit like that, they should be wearing their jackets like this, literally. Yes, maybe jailed and maybe mental help. I am not big on how the old mental hospitals were. I don't want to advocate that, but in some cases, I mean, if you're caught doing some really serious shit like this, I mean, a combination of jail and mental help, and like I says, but I honestly don't give a damn. I think that they should get female police officers giving them butt spanking over live national television, and they should be thrown in jail, and their new name will be Rosie Red Ass, named after what happened after they get their butt spanking for a good solid hour. That's just me. I mean, make a TV show, make a reality show out of shit like this. You know what I mean? Change the name of the song from the rapper Coolio. You know how Weird Al turned it into Amish Paradise. I'd say call it Spankster Rap, and I'd make a theme song for this new reality show. Give them what they deserve and don't think twice, because we're living in a Spankster's paradise. Have a diverse group of people, black and white women, you know, with the belt straps, and black women and spank the black women, white women spank the white women, black guys spank the black guys, white guys spank the white guys, you know, so nobody can be accused of brutality. And if you, anyway, you do shit like that on Facebook Live, where you literally incriminated yourself completely. And like I said, some of us come from a day where we witnessed shit like that happening. There was no internet or no Facebook Live. As a matter of fact, I mean, you'd have parents that can threaten to stab you or kill you or threaten to punch your teeth down your throat or anything. And no, right, they do live, right, I mean, right in public places like supermarkets and stuff, and nobody would bat an eye in a lot of towns. So that's why I resent a lot of stuff. And if you've been this far in this video, if you got this far in this video without turning off, I'll tell you another story which kind of disheartens me too. Like 20 plus years, I believe it's already been 20 years already. My fancy job that was out of minimum wage, where I was flaunting that I had long hair and being out of minimum wage and with money in my pocket, you know, that kind of thing. Where there was a time I actually got unemployed. Those jobs don't last forever in Western Pennsylvania, and hard time finding a job. I decided to go to college. But anyway, during that time, I was trying to get temp jobs to get a get a foot in the door, right, to lead to a new job. But I ended up going to college totally instead. I thought I'd work partly. But the point of the story is, when I was at one of these temp jobs, like they last a day or two, I remember an industrial place I got sent to. This was like 2002 or something. And not too long after that, I did some college full time, but I was trying to get a foot in the door, temp service. I got sent to this industrial place, and at this in one industrial place, I believe it was in McKees Rocks, that he borrow the mother's car or whatever to go to one of the jobs, right? And I think every time she needed the car, she'd just take me there, pick me up. But anyway, waiting for the boss to come, you would go to one of these jobs, waiting for the boss to come in and open the doors. You get there early, and there was this string of dilapidated houses, like I think across, not too far, the street, like over here from these places. I'm getting to the point. I'm telling you about something I witnessed, okay? I'm getting to the point. So right, these dilapidated houses, a string of them over there, and some industrial place that I know they were doing something while I was waiting. And there was this woman, real foul mouthed. Yes, she was white. Like I says, it's not about race. I says, I made jokes around friends in my former neighborhood that were black. I says about how, okay, how white people engage in a certain behavior. I'd get a laugh about it, and then it would be also to drop a hint if they want to joke about some of their own kind that do bad things. But anyway, yeah, this was some pretty ugly, I would say at that time, my reaction. She's ugly, fat, and stupid looking. And she had these kids in there, some rickety car, and like kids do, they weren't doing anything real bad. They just need to settle down. She yelling, threatened to punch, stab, do all kind of things. Foul mouth, you know what I mean? But pretty much like psycho woman there. I mean, and at the time, if I had some kind of cell phone, I didn't even have a cell phone yet. I was basically in that era, I was one of the last people that even have a flip phone. I mean, I never transitioned to the internet yet. It took some time but anyway, if I would have had some kind of cell phone on me, I would have been on the phone to child welfare for this shit. I'd be where it would have been concerned about the safety of that kid right off the bat. I mean, it may have took me a while to get to the point, but yeah, man, this woman was like literally flipping out all psycho, and the way the kids were acting, just being kids, not really being super rowdy, was rather petty for her to be yelling. They think they were girls and calling them little bitches. Later on, I would be doing at certain other workplaces, even after I did college and all that, in the lunchroom, and I hear these women talking about these other women, same thing, and you try not to jump in the conversation, you overhear it. Yeah, anyway, the point gets talking about some woman in a lunchroom later on at some workplace some other time later. Hear these women talking about this woman they know down the street calling their freaking 8-year-old daughters little bitches. You swearing at them and threatening for stupid shit. I mean, I hate that shit with a passion, because we're talking about shit that we witnessed even as kids, okay, before there was internet, before there was Facebook Live, and people would not even bat an eye. I mean, it would be done right in front of you. It was acceptable. But don't get me wrong, you got this far in this video, there's certain times you did have to get your ass beat, like as my natural father. I mean, as kids, you have to learn certain things that are wrong, and for your own safety and different things like that, yeah, I still believed in a good old-fashioned ass beating, even though being a young kid and resenting it later, you get over it. But then you're taught later that don't do the wrong things because you can get your ass kicked. Don't do the wrong thing as an adult because you can get your ass kicked. I think even my stepdad had told me stuff like that, you know what I mean? So if you got this far in this, a little extra thing for you. I mean, any of us that got ass beaten as a kid, we were also taught that it was necessary, because as an adult, if you were allowed to do anything you want or act any way you want, you would get your ass kicked too. But at the same time, you know, you'd get an ass beaten for legit reasons as a kid, and you'd see shit that is not right, you know what I mean, too. And but you know, that's just how that is. But yeah, anybody that had mothers that behaved a certain way, and a lot of times the women and the mothers can be more psychotic than the guys, even if it's temporary insanity or whatever too. But I'm just gonna be quiet right there. But yeah, I think that's about it. But anyway, yeah, spank them in a butt until they cry. That's unacceptable, and especially when you incriminate yourself on a platform like Facebook Live. You're literally asking for it. The court should really give them the maximum, or along with that, put him in some kind of program where they're shown that something is wrong, you know what I mean? You know,